Good morning everybody, my name's Nils O'Donoghue. I'm a partner here at Chadwick Lawrence and I work in our regulatory and crime team. Hope you've all enjoyed the sunny weather. The sunny weather usually is the start of our busiest period of year, which we're really looking forward to in the regulatory and crime team here. For some reason the summer it really does ramp up in terms of work, and as I say, really looking forward to the challenges that the next 6 to 9 weeks bring for me and my team. In relation to updates, however, it's actually the quietest period of year for things that tend to change. However, there has been an announcement from HMRC this week, so those of you who've been watching my recent videos will be pleased to know this is not a video about data protection. And it's going to be quite a short and sweet update, given that, as I say, the summer tends to be a quiet time for legislation changing. The HMRC update that I refer to is the publication of the firms that have breached anti-money laundering regulations. The list is surprisingly long, over 200 businesses and over £3 million in fine have been levied. A really critical thing that you need to do is, if your business does need to comply with anti-money laundering regulations, to ensure that you have done so. One firm was fined £1.4 million as a result of anti-money laundering regulations breaches. HMRC have made it very clear in their announcement that they intend to crack down on businesses who are not compliant with these really important regulations. The regulations are complex, lengthy, and require a good measure of skill and patience to read through. Once you've gone through them, it is vital that if your business does need to comply with these regulations, that you do so. You do not want to be one of the sadly many businesses in England and Wales who's been caught out by not applying these regulations and not putting in place sufficient safeguards within their business. Although one business was fined £1.4 million, there are a wider range of businesses that received a much smaller level of fines, which seems to indicate to me that those businesses perhaps not willfully not complying with the regulations, but more through ignorance were not complying with the rules that they simply didn't know about or didn't apply correctly. Having said that, HMRC have made it quite clear that they intend to put businesses out of business if they don't comply with anti-money laundering regulations. The logic behind this is fairly obvious, and they don't want organised criminals using businesses as a front in order to launder money. And as they point out in their statement, which is quite strongly worded, money laundering is not a victimless crime and does have serious consequences for us as a society. In terms of any further updates, we are seeing a steady uptick in GDPR breaches being reported to us, and it's important that you do ensure that if you do have a GDPR breach, that you comply with this in full. So having said that, I wouldn't talk about GDPR breaches. I do want to make it clear that we have seen a steady uptick in the last couple of weeks, and hopefully that's not a result of anything sinister, but it's key that you do comply with all your regulatory requirements. And if you require advice on how to do so, please do contact either myself or my colleague Nicholas Wilson. Thank you very much.